Finally time for a sketchbook tour. This has turned out completely mixed media. This is my first week in this book. Let me show you what I've got up to. When I first picked up this sketchbook in the shop, I saw this here, this little imperfection, and I thought, I relate. So I had this one. It's already buckling slightly from the water that I've been using to put paint in there. But honestly, it's worth it because the colours it will take are really vibrant in gouache and watercolour. It hates pen though. I need a sticker, I think. I need like a nice acrylic vinyl sort of sticker to go on the front. So if you know anybody who produces... In fact, I need to have a go. I need to try making and designing a sticker. So the basic idea for this challenge is 75 medium. I'm not doing hard because I'm only doing one workout every day. These little track sheets, I keep it in my sketchbook because having a sketch a day is part of the challenge. I swapped that out. I think most people do read 10 pages of a book a day, but I'm doing one sketch every day. The other elements are a workout every day. I did have a rest day on this day because it snowed and it was very, very cold. So I didn't manage to get out for that day. Eat healthy and, in a calorie deficit. And then the water, no pop or soda, no caffeinated drinks, just water. As far as progress for this challenge with those other things, I've lost 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds. It fluctuates every day, doesn't it? I definitely feel muscle mass, shaky, coming back. And the water hasn't been that hard once I got over the caffeine headaches. Also, that's my excessive collection of Magic the Gathering in the background. I didn't realise I was telling on myself so much sitting here. Expensive cardboard is my vice. So back to the sketchbook. The first day I filmed for a video sort of introducing the challenge. This is marker, it's cartridge paper, and unfortunately it did bleed through. For me, this was the first drawing that I'd done in quite a while. I've done bits over the last year, but not consistently. And I can see how rusty my hand is. His face is just completely goofy, sort of a bit wonky. It's not quite right. And the marker did bleed through. So markers have been abandoned for this challenge. And then this page was New Year's Eve, setting our intentions for the new year. My partner and I are doing this challenge together. He's a graphic designer and tattoo artist. So his work differs very much from my style, but is, pretty nifty. That's my drawing of him there and our pigeons. There is a third pigeon missing. And yeah, that was our little task on New Year's Eve. Mind, Ambrose? Do you mind? You're in the way. This is Ambrose. Ambrose appears in every video now because he is a pest. Aren't you? For New Year's Day, I drew a phoenix. This is purple Col Erase pencil. I'm not that keen on the purple one. To be fair, I really like the red ones. But yes, Pentel marker throughout the whole book is a theme. These Pentel brush pens, I am obsessed with them. On January 2nd, unfortunately, we lost our work cat. I'm a jeweller and the workshop had a cat. This is Thor, and he had to be put down. He had cancer on the 2nd of January. So I painted him. He was absolutely beautiful. We are absolutely heartbroken. He's left a big hole in our work day, little Thor. This was watercolour, gouache, pencil, all sorts of bits. January 3rd is one of those days where I had to force myself to draw, and what I drew I did not like. Do we have to cover his... I haven't even really done much detail in that, but I tried to draw hands and stuff, being as he had a little lobster claw when I was drawing him. This is just from one of the stock resource sites, where you can just grab a couple of images to draw from. So I had to go at some hands. sketchbooks, it's important, isn't it, that they're not perfect on every page. It's a playground. It's a place to try stuff. So even though I hate this page, I will leave it in because it's part of the journey. But yeah, I was not pleased with myself that day. On January 4th, I painted my Pokemon Sleep team. I'm obsessed with Pokemon. I grew up with it, you know, as we all did. And this is gouache. This is the first time I really tried heavy gouache on this paper, and it loves it. It didn't soak through to the other side. It created a nice opaque finish. The tooth of the paper isn't very deep, so it won't take much coloured pencil, but it does like gouache. Arcanine is my boy. Venusaur, another favourite. Ekans, not Ekans. Arbok, an unexpected gem in the Pokemon Sleep game. I don't normally have him in my team for the other games. And poor me. Yeah, that's my team. And then that day I did more than one painting. I started to draw horses. I don't like his little legs, look. Bandy legs, but the rest of it, and I thought, well, horses, let's go for a big Clydesdale. This is my big beefy horsey that I drew on that day. This is watercolour and coloured pencil, and again the paper quite liked it. It did buckle slightly, but I'm not too bothered about that. January 5th, I did the Leaping Bunnies. I did a video on this. Yeah, I was quite pleased with them. It again buckled the paper because I did paint both sides, but considering I did paint both sides, that wasn't that bad. I think that's all I did that day. And then January 6th, just some ladies' faces. I like to load up Google Images or Pinterest and just find pictures of ladies' faces and drew them as fast as I could. So not much effort on this page, but good practice. And finally today, a puffin at the cliffs. We spend a lot of time on the northeast riding of Yorkshire coast. My partner is a paddleboarding surfer, surfs up. I can't remember. Oh gosh, he'll tell me off now. Sup surfer, that's it. He's a sup surfer. There's a little sup surfer down there. And I also drew a pod of curious seals, as we see a lot of seals at the cliffs too. This one is a bit scary, but the others I quite like. I like that one the best. So yeah, that is my week summarised in the sketchbook. I really do want to extend this time in decorating the cover as well, because it's just black, it's slightly damaged. It's taken a lot of mess from where I'm putting it down in different media. It would be nice to sort of personalise the outside, as I'm going to be spending so much time with this book. I like to extend the sort of task to drawing from life. Maybe this guy here, this is Sib. Even this one, the little scene stealer. I would definitely say that the sketchbook element of this challenge is my favourite part so far. It's the place where I can sort of see the most progress, because I'm getting more accustomed to drawing every day again. The working out, some days you really want to do it, some days you've got to force it. The water, I'm using this, like the sleepy Pokemon. They are really cute. Maybe I'll have to include them in the sketchbook too. That's about it for our update for this week. Have you got anything to add, Mr. Bros? No. As far as YouTube goes, I'm committing to every Tuesday for this kind of post on an update on my sketchbook and the challenge. And then there will be intermittent shorts videos that showcase some of the projects that I've done before on TikTok once I've edited those videos together. I have done tons of stuff on TikTok, and my following on there, if you want to check me out on there, on Puddled Up Pod, the same, is a lot bigger than here. It's 1,000 times bigger. But I'm really enjoying YouTube and the kinds of artists that I'm meeting doing these sorts of videos, and looking at everybody else's work. So I'm going to commit to that Tuesday. We have a date every Tuesday. So I'll see you next Tuesday. So I'll see you next week, and possibly little bits in between. Thank you for watching if you got this far, and please subscribe and like and let me know what you thought. All of that stuff really helps apparently the algorithm, and you know, just beginning, so we need all the help we can get, don't we, at the start. Say goodbye, Ambrose. Brosy. He says bye.